Recently, I discovered this trend online called laundry stripping. And I guess if I were to try and describe it to you, I might call it the art of soaking your clothes. And art because, well, everyone does things differently. I'm not a fan of the idea that our modern day clothes washing machine does a less than adequate job at cleaning our day-to-day laundry. I don't subscribe to that theory, regardless of whether I choose a newer washer or an older washing machine, be it front loader or top loader. My theory tends to go something like this. As long as I am selecting the appropriate cycles for the fabrics that I'm washing and adding in the appropriate amount of modern day detergent, maybe a booster, the truth is my clothes clean just fine. As a matter of fact, there's only a couple of things in my diesel mechanic slash outdoorsman lifestyle that tend to ask for a little more attention. And they are these 1800 thread count sheets, these Donna Karan wash towels, and these kitchen towels. They could always use a little more grace. I don't need to use all of these products to see some success. Just a decent detergent, maybe a booster. OxyClean is my personal favorite. Oh, and for the record, they make a white revive that is really nice for those of you that like brighter whites. I'll leave a link in the description for you. And this bucket. Now today I'm going to be using these whisk pods I found over at Granny's. She seems to have everything over there. And however much I would use in the washing machine, well, I just put that in the bucket here. I'm using warm water, by the way. Warm water tends to be my go-to for soaking because hot water can set a stain, and I wouldn't want that. I just give these things a turn and set them to the side for about 8 hours. Now, sometimes I don't feel like dealing with the bucket, and on those days, I'll come here to my trusty Maytag Neptune. This washer has got to be 25 years old now, and it works flawlessly. I finally changed the belt on it about a year ago, and that has helped a lot with its ability to tackle the larger loads a little more quietly, and particularly on that spin cycle. I got to do a video on this thing too. For this laundry stripping, all I want to do is start the machine and let it mix everything up good. I give it about 2 minutes and then I stop the washer. I'd like everything to stay in here for about 8 hours. And then I come back every 2 or 3 hours and start it and let it turn the load over. I may run it for about a minute. And then I stop the machine again. And after 8 hours, I'll start it and let it run through a full cycle. Today, I'm going to be using my vintage Maytag wringer washer. Yeah. If this is your first time meeting this machine, now's a good time to subscribe to the channel. I have found that this washer does an amazing job at cleaning really good in a really short amount of time. So anything that tends to need a little extra attention, I have a tendency to wheel this thing over to the sink and put it to work. Now you may notice that all of the items I'm laundry stripping here are white. That's because if I were to soak anything, and I mean anything, other than white, I'm going to lose some color from the fabrics. And the color comes out in the wash water. I know we all knew that, right? That being said, I don't advocate soaking color fast items in scalding hot water for 8 hours at a time. I don't recommend that. I also don't recommend using Dawn or dish detergent, dishwashing soap in the washing machine, in any washing machine. God forbid you have soft water, but certainly not in a high efficiency machine. I don't think that's a good idea. Now, to each his reach, but I believe that our modern day detergents are full of surfactants and chemicals that may not be all that great for the planet, but they do a marvelous job at cleaning out dirt, grease, and grime, stains, you name it. Many of our yesteryear additives have become redundant. Except this. I found this bottle of bluing over at Granny's the other day, and I bought a new bottle to be sure that the old bottle worked as well. All I do is skeet a little bit into the rinse water here, and they say to aim for this light blue or sky blue tint. For the high efficiency machine, I'll put a little in this jar here, and I try to make it a little darker than sky blue. I noticed that once I pour it over into the machine, it dilutes with the rest of the water. This is all it uses for rinse water. Or I'll skeet a little into the rinse water directly into the tub. You just don't want to put it directly on your clothes because you could stain your clothes like that. Now, the theory goes something like this. The human eye perceives this blue tint on the fabric as whiter, which is fascinating to me. I'm surprised it's not more largely marketed, because this bluing goes back at least 100 years or so. What do you guys think about all this? Have you ever used bluing before? Let me know in the comments. Let's see how we did. Not bad. And what about this laundry stripping thing? What's your take on that? How do you guys laundry strip your clothes? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.